Okay, hi, vanakkam and good evening to everyone. Dylan Shibalan. I hope this video is actually a very important video. I hope while you all are seeing this video, please do share this video to everyone, okay, to everyone who has kids, especially in the house, okay. There's few datas that I've got from KKM, okay. There's few datas, and these are the datas which KKM normally they do not say it out lah. These are the datas which normally KKM do not says to anyone, okay. Even though they publish, but they publish it indirectly, so there's a lot of calculation that have to be done for us to know what is really happening, okay. So please do share this video to as much as people as you can. To everyone who is watching this video, I have a list of numbers of COVID patients in Malaysia, okay. Everyone is going to be shocked to know that for the past 3 days, okay, I have 100% okay data from KKM. Let me repeat this. I have 100% data from KKM, which is very important. And this data is actually showing close to 60% of people who have been vaccinated are getting COVID, okay, are getting COVID. This is a very, very important data, okay. So I hope you all share this video. Please do viral this video. Let me give you an example. On the 1st of September, there was 10,000, the total cases was 18,762, okay. Total cases was 18,762. And do you all know how many from that 18,000 has been vaccinated? No matter first dose or second dose. First dose, 4,706 people who received vaccination got COVID, okay. And the second dose, people who have received second dose, okay, both the doses, 5,416 people who got the second dose, okay, have been affected by COVID. Now the question, I'm not going to debate whether do we need to vaccine or no. Of course, I agree that we need to vaccine, okay. Vaccination is very, very important, okay. I'm not going against vaccination, but the point here is people who are vaccinated are being affected of COVID, okay. The people who are being vaccinated are affected by COVID, okay. Again, on the first, I have 10,000 people out of 18,000 people who got COVID are vaccinated. The 2nd of September, okay, which is yesterday, out of 20,000 total cases, 11,000 people are vaccinated. Let me repeat this again. Out of 20,000, daripada 20,000, 11,000 orang dijangkiti dengan COVID virus. I mean, daripada 20,000 orang yang dijangkiti oleh COVID, 11,000 telah menerima vaksin. Okay, and today is also 19,000 cases in total. 10,000 people who have been vaccinated have been affected by COVID. Okay, so where are we heading to? Okay, and the biggest question is a lot of schools. Okay, I'm coming to those parents who are thinking that vaccinating your child is actually good or bad. I'm not going to debate whether you need to vaccine your child or don't need to vaccine your child. We have to understand, kids up to the age 12, they are building up immune in their body, okay. If you vaccinate them in a very young age, is their immune system going to be interrupted? We do not know. We do not know whether if our kids have been vaccinated, will their immune system be affected? We don't know, one. The second thing is opening up school, okay. Opening up school is something that we have to go against. You want to vaccine people, we understand. But opening up school is something that we have to go against, especially when the cases are very high. So for those parents who are thinking that education is important for your kids, no doubt about that, education is important. Okay? No doubt about that. Okay? Education is important. But are you going to open school, okay, when the cases are high? This is something the government have to answer to us. If you look at the title of this video, I have said, can we send our children to school? That is a big question mark to those parents. Do not agree for time being, if the cases are still high like this, for them to even think of opening the school. They shouldn't even think of opening the school. What they should do is they should come out with ways to reduce the spread of COVID. They have to find a way to reduce the spread of COVID. Okay, do not put your kid in risk, because until today we do not know what is the effect for the long run after COVID has came to us. Before that, I would like to explain something what Kyrie said. Okay, the health minister said that by end of October we are going to go for an endemic. Okay, endemic doesn't mean that COVID is going to end. No, it means we have to learn to live with COVID. And he have given an example of dengue, which I don't agree. Okay, if dengue is an endemic, dengue doesn't spread, for God's sake. How can you compare dengue with COVID? First of all, the comparison did by Kyrie or did by KKM is childish. How can you compare? You do not compare dengue. Dengue doesn't spread. Okay? We know how to control dengue in so many ways, even though there are people dying because of dengue. But it's still controllable. Okay? But COVID is something that you can't control. If you can control, this won't be happening, as what I said. So we would like to know if, like you see, Singapore, they had 10 cases few months back, 2 months back, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, they had only 10 cases per day in a row that was going on for close to about 1 month. Less than 10 cases, 10 cases, 10 cases. And today it has increased close to 20 times more. And Singapore is a country where they have vaccinated their people 80%. Please share this video, guys. You have been sharing all my videos like no one's business. This is a very important video. This is an awareness video. Please tag anyone that you know, could be Chinese, Malay, Indian, tag all your friends, okay? Singapore has a record of, they have vaccinated 80% of their people, okay? And yet, their cases are increasing tremendously as well, 20 times more, okay? Even Malaysia, we can't see any sign of the case reducing from 20,000. Okay, on the 1st of September, I have a record of 15 days over here anyway, okay, but I'm not going to go for the 15 days. 1st of September, okay, it was 18,000, and yesterday it was 20,000, and today it's close to another 20,000. So COVID is spreading tremendously. It is spreading. There's no stop. And what is worsening it is people who have been vaccinated. Let me tell you guys, 60%, almost 60% of our daily COVID cases are people who have received their vaccination. Okay, maybe there are not much people going into category 5, okay, or category 4, or even category 3. That is acceptable. But people are getting COVID. What is the remains of COVID in our body? We do not know. We as adults, we have lived our life. We are taking a risk. We are also taking an initiative to don't spread this virus, and we agree to take vaccine. We are agreeing to take vaccine because we don't want to spread to other people. Okay? But please, if you are going to put this on the kids, let's wait for other countries in the world to do that first. Why should we be a guinea pig of this vaccine without even knowing what is the side effect? What is the effect in long run? Okay, is their heart going to work properly, or is their lungs going to work properly? And to Kyrie, please guys, when you are watching this video, please hashtag Kyrie and please hashtag KKM. I have few questions directly to Kyrie. Okay, Kyrie, you have just been appointed by KKM, I mean by the Prime Minister as a health minister. Okay, it's okay with us. You see, people are praising you. There are a lot of people praising you that Kyrie has been appointed as an health minister, but you are still getting advice from the same group of people who screwed up the last government. You are still being advised by, come on, if you're going to say in 3 to 4 days when you became a health minister, you know everything about this disease and everything, this is bullshit. You are being advised by the same people who failed in the last government. Okay, all the people that who are advising you, they are not changed. It's just the kepala only baru tukar, but the entire structure of KKM is still remaining like that. You are being advised by people who have failed us already. These are the group of people who advise those politicians who came back from Sabah to quarantine themselves on their own at home, and that is what put the entire country into risk. Everyone knows this. No one can deny this point. No one in Malaysia can deny this point that the COVID spread was under control. But after the Sabah election, it shoot up like no one's business. Okay? And who advised for the politicians to return back and get their own selves to be quarantined in the house without being monitored by KKM? Was this same old professors, lecturers, the same old scientists? Come on guys, come on, what is wrong? And if you think that within 3 to 4 days you have understand everything, you are coming out to the people and you are telling the people we have to accept COVID is going to become an endemic in this country. Okay? Come on, you are only 4 days on the job, 3 days on the job. Who is advising you? The same old rubbish garbage people who destroyed the country already. Today we are going into cases 20,000 is because of this group of people. If you have changed, then let us know who have you changed. The DG is still the same guy. He is blabbering. Whenever the government change, he changes his statement. Whenever a new guy come and tell him to do, he's like, come on lah, makan gaji lah. Okay, he don't want to leave his job, so he's just listening to whatever government comes. Come on guys, think something. Our country, we are one of the biggest exporters of palm oil, you know. But until today, we still import baja from European countries. Isn't this crazy? Why we don't have proper scientists to create our own baja for our own palm trees, is it? Our scientists, you know, being one of the biggest exporters of palm oil, until today we are exporting baja from European countries. Okay, European countries in a way they are still controlling, okay, the palm oil. We don't have our own baja. Our scientists is not even prepared to create our own baja, and you expect our scientists to give you information on endemic and blah 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 blah. No, wait for the rest of the country. Let's see how effective is the next of the country. Okay, we have to wait for a successful country who has opened their school and not been affected. We have to wait. If you want to vaccine the kids, you have to wait. Let the other country to vaccine their kids. Why is always Malaysia want to push ourselves in a hurry? Why are we being guinea pig? Okay, even though it's not announced openly, but we have teachers who are collecting data from the parents. Do they agree for their kids to be vaccinated? It is happening in all the schools. And I need to ask Kyrie this very good question. I have 2 kids in my house. Okay, one, maybe if you say you want to vaccine my kid because she's older, I may agree to that because she needs to go to school. I have a 2-year-old son in my house. Are you going to vaccinate him? If she is going to go to school and if she brings back COVID to the house, my son who doesn't know anything, 2 years old, he is going to be affected. What is going to happen to the babies in the house? What is going to happen to the younger kids, the 3 years old, 4 years old, 5-year-old kids? Are you going to vaccinate them? And the vaccine, in a way, it should have some effect in the future. We all know it's some kind of drugs. It's actually a COVID in fact. Okay? So knowing this, why do we have to put our kids in trouble? Why are we rushing? Why are we rushing? Kyrie, I think you are good in business. Okay, we all know that. Okay, we want you to be better. Okay, and the second thing is, we want the data to be more transparent. Kyrie, you are talking about transparency. Okay, we want the data to be more transparency. We want the data to be more transparent. In a way, we want to know the other deaths which has happened in Malaysia. Okay, the other deaths which has happened in Malaysia. Are these people been affected of COVID before? We want to know that. Have they recovered from COVID without having any other sick? And today they die because of lungs failure, kidney failure, heart failure, pancreatitis or whatever it could be. We want to see that data also. We want to know people who are dying not because of COVID but because of other reasons. We want to know, are they being affected of COVID? So for this, you have to give us a much more transparent view. I think this is no harm. There is no use for you to hide this. If you are hiding, there's no need to KKM to put it into a hide. Bring this to the people. Say if people who gets COVID, after a few months, there are cases, people who die of other disease. This is an awareness where people will know, okay, I have to be very careful. If I don't die through COVID, the remains of COVID is going to do to me something. This is awareness. We are not going to blame KKM for that. How can we blame KKM or how can we blame you, Kyrie, if people are dying because of the leftover of COVID? We have to know this. Come on, we have to know this. Okay? And one more thing, a very, very important thing. I think KKM should set up a watch group inside KKM. Like how Tata Tertib, Bukit Aman has in Tata Tertib, they have a public group inside there. We want KKM to create a public group inside KKM to watch what is happening, to advise KKM from the outside. Not only from inside, you all are having all these data. You have been advised. You could be good or bad, I'm not sure. Okay? But for what I know, you are getting information, you are getting your data from the same dustbin again. They have flopped the previous government. And if you do so, what I think is, it means you are going to sabotage Ismail Sabri. Muhyiddin was forced to leave because he was not supported. And the reason why he is not supported is because he flopped to handle COVID virus. This is the only reason. So, in a way, the health minister screwed up Muhyiddin. In a way, okay? And if you are going to continue this, you are going to screw up Ismail Sabri as well. And this country is fed up of the politics which is happening. We are fed up. Every single day, this fellow wants to be the prime minister. The next day, the fellow is going to be the prime minister. This MP is supporting here and supporting there. The Malaysians are coming used to it. We are actually fed up, you know. We are actually fed up. Don't think the Malaysians are keeping quiet. We are not keeping quiet. We are just waiting for the next election to come. We are fed up. Bribery is one big problem in this country. Today, all the Malaysians we are all used to bribery. Too many of them are taking bribery outside. We have one guy who stole, pencuri, penyamun, perompak duit rakyat, berbilion. Tak ada gari, and we see one makcik being arrested because she stole 40 ringgit from a surau. For God's sake, I pray for the makcik lah. Really, I'm telling you. The education minister should think something else. We should start to think out of the box. If you can't wait for other countries to see what is happening, you see, everyone knows something, okay? Only lockdown can break the chain, okay? Even you know, Kyrie, we know, the entire Malaysians, the entire world know, only lockdown can bring down the COVID cases. But the problem with the government is, y'all are not prepared for another lockdown. You cannot survive another lockdown. Malaysia cannot survive another lockdown economically. But the question here is, a very, very poor country like Bangladesh did their lockdown. Bangladesh locked down the entire nation. A poor country locked down their entire nation. Australia, Sydney was locked down. So many other places also was locked down. Look at Malaysia. We are like zombies wearing masks. How long do you think we want to wear masks? What is your plan? Instead of bringing SOP, endemic, pingamic, whatever pick that you want to bring, Kyrie, think of ways to bring down the cases. When is these cases going to come down? We want to live a normal life. Of course, a lot of them don't agree. To those people who don't agree for lockdown, do you all know one statistics that you all don't know? Let me tell you. 14 days people have been locked down. For example, today 20,000 people has brought in to lock down themselves for 14 days. This is coming to about 250,000 in 14 days. In a month, half a million people are being locked down in the word of quarantine. 500,000 people are being locked down in the word of quarantine. And for the past 3-4 months, millions of people have been locked down in the name of quarantine. 3 to 4 million people have been locked down. They survived the lockdown. So, if you want to think whether Malaysia can survive or no, Malaysia can survive. Okay? Do you know something? The last lockdown that you all did, Ismail Sabri posted on his own Facebook, pintu depan saya sudah buka. The entire Malaysian knows what he means. He means there's a dumb flirt sitting at the back, opening the back door. Okay? Opening the back door and giving miti to big companies. Y'all only then protected big companies. Y'all still put the small companies in problem. Car wash couldn't open, accessory couldn't open, workshop couldn't open, saloon couldn't open, restaurants they have to close down. There was so many things. You have put the small business people in so much of trouble. You either go for a lockdown or you come out with a good plan. Don't be a hero only on media. We are watching you very close. Kyrie, we are watching you very, very close. I'm not bothered the Malaysians are watching you, no. I am watching you very, very close. You shouldn't come out with a statement giving hope to the Malaysians. This is an endemic. What do you mean by endemic? And you give one stupid example of dengue. Dengue doesn't spread. Come on, for God's sake. Dengue doesn't spread. COVID spreads. To everyone who have kids in their house, think wisely. Okay, you want to vaccine your kids, you don't want to vaccine your kids, it's up to you all. I'm not against vaccine. I have taken both the doses. Even though I know I could have some problem in the future, never mind. Okay, my children are still safe in the house. A lot of them, their children are still safe in the house. If you open school, you are going to expose them, and especially the data which I said. Setiap hari 60% daripada keseluruhan rakyat Malaysia yang mendapat COVID, 60% telah divaksin. Let this be very clear to all the Malaysians. Kepada semua rakyat Malaysia, ingat satu ini. Ingat, 60% daripada keseluruhan mereka yang terjejas akibat COVID vaksin pada hari ini, lebih dari 60% mereka telah mendapat vaccination. Kalau apa saya salah, KKM, Kyrie, saman me. If what I'm saying is wrong, This is the data from KKM. Kalau ini fakta ini adalah salah, saman saya. And you all guys want to know something? Do you all want to know something? Hari ini contoh, this is a very good example. Today kita ada 19,000 case. Daripada 19,000 case, 10,500 mereka telah menerima vaksin. Ingat ini, daripada 19,000, 10,500 telah menerima vaksin. Selebihnya berapa ribu? 8,500. 8,500 ini 3,000 lebih mereka tak boleh vaksinkan diri mereka sebab mereka umur kurang. They cannot be vaccinated. Okay? Kalau kita keluarkan dari 8,000 orang yang tak vaksin yang dapat COVID ini, 3,000 adalah anak-anak atau remaja yang memang tak boleh vaksin. Yang selebihnya adalah hanya 5,000, 4 ke 5,000 orang sahaja yang tak vaksin telah mendapat COVID. Daripada jumlah 19,000 out of 19,000, the actual figure of people yang sepatutnya mendapat vaksin yang telah dijangkiti oleh COVID virus hanya adalah 4 ke 5,000. Yang selebihnya adalah mereka yang telah menerima vaksin. Dan sekumpulan kecil daripada 19,000 ini adalah mereka yang tak layak untuk mendapat vaksin. So come on, buka minda bang. Tolong buka minda. Open your mind. See your data properly, Khairi. Look at your data. This is your data. This is the data from KKM. For God's sake, look at your own data. What is wrong with y'all? You can only think about opening school or opening whatever. Sepatutnya mereka tak boleh buka macam fasa 3 buka ini fasa 2. They cannot. Sebab yang sekarang 60% yang dijangkiti oleh COVID virus setiap hari adalah orang yang telah menerima vaksin. Faham? Tak faham? I do not know how to say. 60% of the people. Kalau kita nak angkat keluar budak-budak kecil, okay? Kamu tahu tak? Hampir 80% daripada orang yang dijangkiti COVID pada hari ini adalah orang yang telah menerima vaksin. Daripada angka 19,000 hari ini, kalau kita keluarkan mereka yang tak layak untuk dapat vaksin, if we remove the people who can't take vaccine, those people who are under 17 years old or 15 years old, if we remove them, 80% daripada keseluruhan mereka yang telah dijangkiti COVID ini, 80% adalah mereka yang telah menerima vaksin. Kalau data saya salah, cabar saya. Saman saya. KKM, saman saya kalau data saya salah. Saman saya. So what are we talking? Jadi apa? Then what are we talking about? Vaksin. Lagi sekali saya nak cakap, saya bukan nak berperang dengan vaksin. Okay? Saya setuju dengan vaccination. Saya punya objektif di sini adalah vaksin tidak membantu daripada anda dijangkiti COVID 100%. Dan vaksin memang mungkin tak menolak diri anda kepada kategori 3, 4 dan 5. Memang saya setuju. Tetapi tinggalan kesan vaksin sampai hari ini WHO pun tak keluarkan. Siapa pun tak akan keluarkan. They won't reveal. I think KKM daripada duduk talking rubbish, better sekarang kena start program-program untuk awareness. Tahu awareness? Do you all know what is awareness? KKM should come out with program of awareness. Okay? Awareness berarti, masih kita ingat tak? Dulu waktu COVID start, tahu tak mask yang kita pakai, bila kita keluar kita pakai, waktu kita tanggalkan, kita akan pegang mask itu macam itu satu benda syaitan tau. Ingat ke tak? kita akan pegang benda tu macam satu apa syaitan, macam tu kita akan pegang, kita akan buang. Tapi hari ni mask yang sama banyak orang pakai balik. Hari ni pakai, simpan atas peti ais, simpan atas almari, lepas tu pakai balik. Okey, awareness sudah turun. Dulu kita balik rumah, kita pakai serbuk kunyit, mandi, itulah inilah, kita jaga pada awal peringkatnya. Tetapi sekarang kita sudah mula hidup dengan COVID, jadi we don't care. Tak boleh macam tu. Sampai kita tak tahu apakah kesan daripada vaksin, kita masih belum tahu. Apakah kesan daripada peninggalan COVID ini, kita masih tak tahu. We do not know. Bolehkah seorang yang telah dijangkiti oleh COVID dapat balik COVID? Boleh ke tak? Boleh. Siapa cakap seorang selepas menerima, selepas dijangkiti oleh COVID, boleh tak dia terima balik COVID? Boleh. Vaksin yang kita cocok ini bukan ubat untuk COVID. Itu adalah bila kita kena COVID, kita punya imun, dia kenal, okey ini COVID. Untuk memberi pengenalan kepada COVID, itu ialah vaksin. Selain itu, kalau kita tak nak dijangkiti oleh virus COVID, apakah precaution? What is the precaution? Apakah langkah-langkah yang perlu kita ambil? Apakah vitamin yang diperlukan? Apakah langkah-langkah yang perlu diambil? Saya ingat KKM harus lebih fokuskan mereka kepada benda macam ni daripada duduk merep. Ini saya nak bagi tahu kepada Ismail Sabri. Ismail Sabri, YB Ismail Sabri. Kalau macam ni, mungkin YB Ismail Sabri tak akan tahan lama. Kita dah tengok apa jadi dekat ayah kita, YB Muhyiddin. Tan Sri Muhyiddin, kita sudah tengok. Okey. Sekarang kalau Khairi masih sedang mendapat apa orang cakap nasihat daripada pinggan mangkuk yang sama yang telah menasihat Menteri Air Suam sebelum ini, kalau itu adalah kumpulan yang sama, come on lah bang. Jangan duduk merepet lah. What is this? Tukar semua. Kalau you dah tukar Khairi, tak mungkin dalam 3-4 hari tim baru datang bla bla bla. Okey, cakap ni. Bullshit. Lagi satu, tahap orang di Malaysia, you go and talk endemic. Semua orang ingat apa tahu? Oh, inilah end of the COVID. Banyak orang ingat macam tu. Sampai saya tengok page KKM, diorang sedang menjelaskan apa itu endemik. Tak payahlah. Gunakanlah bahasa yang senang supaya orang faham. Kita tahu Khairi, we know you studied in Oxford. Kita tahu you memang belajar dekat Oxford. You memang pelajaran you tinggi. Tapi janganlah gunakan bahasa-bahasa yang orang Malaysia tak faham. Kita orang Malaysia di sini, kita lebih bagus kalau you boleh gunakan bahasa yang lebih senang atau lebih dikenali oleh kita. Lebih senang. Jangan gunakan perkataan-perkataan endemik lah. Itulah yang bagi orang keliru. Lepas tu KKM duduk post apa itu endemik, sampai KKM lupa apa matlamat mereka. Mereka lebih fokus kepada apa yang telah dikeluarkan oleh Khairi. Bullshit. Pergi tengok Facebook KKM sendiri, orang akan tahu berapa banyak diorang buat promosi untuk promosikan apa perkataan endemik itu. Lepas tu contoh yang orang bagi bahlol punya contoh. Demam denggi. Okey. Jadi inilah soalan saya kepada KKM dan juga kepada Khairi. Okey. Tolong everyone who is watching this video, please. Saya minta ampun kat semua orang. Tolonglah tolong hashtag KKM atau tolong hashtag Khairi. Tolong hashtag KKM atau tolong hashtag Khairi. Saya langsung, ini adalah soalan saya sahaja. Tanpa mendapat data yang betul daripada WHO, jangan terburu-buru untuk membuktikan kita hebat. Tak payah. Untuk Sinovac pun kita dengar cerita kita dijadikan guinea pig. Tak tahu betul ke tak? Sinovac kita tahu kita dijadikan guinea pig. Kita tak nak anak-anak kita pula jadi guinea pig. Kita tak nak. We don't want to make our children to be a guinea pig. Okay? lupakan benda of opening the schools. Please focus to bring down the COVID cases. Selagi COVID cases ni tak kurang dari 5,000 atau 3,000, jangan fikir nak buka sekolah atau buka berperingkat. Negeri mana yang tidak mempunyai kes, lockdown negeri itu. Salam sejahtera, thanks. We got scientists. Lagi satu saya nak cakap before I finish the video. You all know scientists. Semua saintis, pakar-pakar yang di Malaysia, semua sudah migrate pergi luar negara. Okay, we got a bunch of scientists. Not to say bad or good, I don't want to comment diorang bagus ke tak. You see, mereka ini, they cannot advise properly. They can't even give proper advice to the government. Kalau they can give proper advice to the government, hari tu election Sabah tak akan merebak macam ni sampai hari ni 20,000. What advice they give is rubbish. You know, kita punya scientist semua, kita tahulah dari mana diorang datang. We know from where all the scientists come. Yang hebat-hebat, jago-jago, semua dekat luar negara. Yang tak dapat peluang dekat luar negara, semua balance-nya di sini. Mereka belajar, dapat beasiswa kerajaan, scholarship kerajaan, duit yang kerajaan bagi diorang belajar sampai diorang jadi profesor, saintis adalah duit rakyat. Titik peluk bapa aku, datuk aku dan aku juga. And look at the results what we get. So Khairi, please, everyone is happy you became a health minister, okay? It doesn't matter I'm happy or not, that is not important at all. But you are still getting advice from the same junk which has screwed up the previous government. Okay? Kalau you jadi menteri dalam 3 hari, you boleh pergi live dan you boleh cakap bererti you dapat dari mana. Tak mungkin lah you begitu cepat 3 hari, you set up satu tim lah, rubbish lah, I don't believe in that lah. Dan tukar semua. Kita nak satu kumpulan daripada kalangan rakyat biasa untuk to represent the people. Bagus. Kita nak satu group of people dari orang awam ditarik kepada KKM, dijadikan satu macam task khas, jadikan mereka sebagai watch people, macam watchdog dekat mahkamah. Macam tu. Biar diorang tengok apa yang sedang jadi. Biar diorang bagi diorang punya mereka punya pendapat. Jangan asyik korek dari tong sampah yang sama, bau dia busuk, bangkai. Asyik duduk korek tong sampah yang sama, memang sampah yang dapat. It is time for KKM to create a group from the public and let them come and tell us what is happening. Baru kita percaya. Ini asyik duduk goreng. We don't want, we are fed up lah. We are fed up. Please, tolong kita punya orang. Dan hari ni kes kematian 330 orang. Tahniah. Saya tak tahu apa nak cakap. Satu hari hampir 300 orang. Satu bulan, do you all know hampir 9,000, 8 ke 9,000 orang sedang meninggal. Baik lockdown, orang tak boleh tahan sebab tak ada duit, mereka gantung mati pun tak apa, tak akan sampai 9,000 macam ni. Tak akan sampai satu bulan lockdown pun, kalau 100 orang pergi gantung diri pun lagi bagus daripada 8,000 orang ini mati akibat kena COVID. Atau alasannya memang kerajaan tak boleh tahan kalau lockdown. Itulah. Ismail Sabri, ingat lagi tak? Hari tu YB Ismail Sabri nak buat lockdown tetapi dikacau oleh pintu belakang. Sekarang you yang Perdana Menteri buat lockdown. Buat full lockdown. That is the only way. Bagi penduduk Malaysia, rakyat Malaysia 10 hari notis awal supaya mereka boleh standby. Dan white flag, bendera putih, benarkan mereka menggunakan bendera putih. Tak suka warna putih, tukar, bagi warna yang you suka. Dalam waktu lockdown itu, kalau mereka memang tak ada makanan, suruh mereka pasang bendera itu. Jiran mereka boleh tolong. Atau suruh kerajaan turun. Kan ada tentera, ada askar, ada polis, banyak. Bring back the white, bukan white flag. Kalau you tak suka white flag, tukar, bagilah kerajaan punya flag. Dah taruh taruh bendera ni, kita akan bagi bantuan and go for a lockdown. Sekian video saya. Terima kasih. This is only an awareness video. Saya bukan nak hantar mana-mana punya kerajaan. I'm not doing anything like that. Okay. This is clearly awareness video. Data-data yang saya ada adalah data-data dari KKM sendiri. Kalau fakta saya salah, saman saya di mahkamah. Okay. Sekian, terima kasih. Thank you viewers. Thanks a lot.